16.
16. Do you consider yourself a good writer?
Not really.
What makes you think that?
Because um, my vocabulary isn't very expanded, like really big, but I'm trying to, you know, improve it now so I can imply big words in my writing and stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
What what do you think has made your vocabulary not be that big? What do you think has made your vocabulary not be that big? Is it something you just didn't work on when you were younger, or?
Yeah, it's something I didn't work on when I was younger because my dad always wanted me to be interested in math or, you know, science or something to become a major in engineer. So yeah, that's why.
So you're better with those things, and
yeah, I'm better with those things.
Sure. Do you give 100% effort on writing exercises and assignments in school?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it really depends. It really depends. For English, oh yeah, 100%. But if it's for like I don't know an elective, I might put like probably 75 or
Right.
60. You know, but English is one of the core you have to pass to. You know, so yeah.
What kind of grades do you get when you give that 100% and you say, you know, I really tried my hardest? What kind of grades do you get on those assignments?
Man, it's like like 70 or 75,
Mm-hmm.
and like I put all the effort in there, and it just yeah.
I know a lot of English teachers are always stressing like the outlining, revision, and a bunch of drafts, like all that, the whole process to writing. Do you do those when they're suggested but not required?
I like the TP cast chart,
Mm-hmm.
the cast chart. But other than that, I think probably the rough draft is the one that's I do like I would do without. But I think the other ones are unnecessary. Like you know, it says support and elaborate, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those. You know, I like the rough draft and the final draft. That's it.
Would if you have to do those, like if it's not optional but you have to do it, do you think like your writing is better than when you don't do it? So like if there's a bunch of steps, like you have to do all the pre-writing, you have to do a TP cast, and then do a rough draft, and then get somebody else to revise it, and then ask you questions about it. You do all this process stuff. At the end of the project, do you think your writing is better because you did all that?
Yeah, of course it's gonna be better if someone revised it. You know, like an English teacher or yourself. You know, if you did it. Yeah, I think it'd be better.
Do you do any writing other from when it's assigned for a class in school? Like outside of school, do you do any writing?
Technology-wise, just text and thing, but not literally like you know writing and stuff.
Have you ever had anybody do it for you, like read any of your writing outside, like in public, like at a presentation or for a religious event or anything like that?
I was actually quoted on one. There's a building back here called the Reality Center. If you, I said something and then they put it in the news. If that's what you're referring to, yeah. So yeah.
What was it about?
They were just trying to advertise the Reality Center, like saying this is a great place. So I told them that it was a great place to be, and they quoted me on that. They put it inside the newspaper because I looked it up on Google and my name came up in the Herald and Sun. I was like, really?
Cool.
It was nice. Yeah.
That's cool. Do you do any reading outside of class?
Yeah, all the time.
What do you like to read?
I like to read documentaries or like I shouldn't say documentaries. I mean Wikipedia pages on history because I'm interested in history.
Right.
Rasputin, all the Russians. Like I'm really good at Russian and European stuff. I can tell you stuff about that. Yeah, that's what I like to read. I don't like to read made up stuff. You know, like I don't know Harry Potter or some stuff. That's
That's
not
not for
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Do you think that people who like to read a lot probably like to write a lot?
It really depends. If you like to express your ideas, then yeah, that's you. You're a writer. But if you don't, you don't.
Sounds like you're in that latter category. You're not somebody who likes to write a lot, even though you do like to read.
No, I don't like to read.
What do you think is the best thing you've ever written?
Best thing I've ever written.
Could be inside of school, outside of school, some for fun, some for work, whatever.
Oh, and there was this paper for this year for Mr. Delgado's class. Around the beginning, it says about an event that happened, that an epiphany. You had to choose between epiphany or something. I don't remember what it was. And then yeah, it was really fun writing that. I had a good time writing that.
What made it fun? Do you remember?
I had a good event in there about my mom wanted me to take dance classes, and it was just just fun.
Fun to think about.
Fun to think about. Like man, I really was going to take a dance class.
That's cool. That's cool. You already talked about it a little bit, but can you say more about it? Did your parents make you read or write a lot when you were younger? I know you said
My mom strongly encouraged me to become a writer because she's a college graduate. She has a degree in science of education, and she in art education. So, and now she's actually working on her book. So she wants me to write a lot. You know, she told me as a kid, write a lot, write a lot, write a lot. It'll help you a lot when comprehending, because I learned Arabic and English at the same time. So that kind of got into me, but now I know more English than Arabic. So that kind of interfered with me, you know, in the beginning. But now it's, yeah.
So is English your first language, or when you were growing up you learned both at the same time?
I was learning both at the same time.
Cool. You think when parents push their kids to write more, it makes them want to do it more, or makes them want to do it makes them want to do it less?
It wants to make them do it less for sure. Because if someone's nagging you all the time, you're gonna be like, man, like really, just stop, you know, like yeah.
What's your favorite way to express yourself?
Probably hand gestures or talk. I like to verbally like tell someone, because writing, you know, you can't like throw in everything, and you know, and if you write something, you can't take it back. You know, you wrote it down, so that's it. You send a letter saying blah blah to somebody, you can't take it back because they got the written document. But if you say, you'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, like that, because I think verbally you have more emotion stuff. Yeah.
Do you do any other arts like music or anything like that?
Acting.
You act?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
How do I like it?
Yeah.
It's fun. It's very fun. Improv is my favorite, which is making it up from top of the head, and just going at it like a TV show. Who's Lining It Anyway?
Love that show.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
So do you think enjoying acting and enjoying doing improv, do you think that makes you better or worse at writing?
Well, if you're writing, well, no. Improv is making it up as you go, so I don't really think it would have to do anything with that.
Okay.
But if you were writing your own script or scene, you have to write, you know, so the person would know their lines and analyze it and memorize it, because you can't have the script when you're on the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you seen any improvement in your writing skills since this school year started?
Yes. I had a teacher right across the hall last year, Miss Curtis. She started off, and Miss Delgado finished it. Miss Delgado was a great teacher, and you yourself is good, man. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it.
It's good, yeah. Y'all helped me a lot.
I'm glad, man. What can you think about anything in particular that's helping you?
Helping me. Those grammar worksheets are really good. Those grammar worksheets, the infinite and all that, those are really good. I like vocab. That's very good. And yeah, and her grading my papers, and she goes back and she tells me, oh, you know, your thesis statement. So next time I can work on, you know, better thesis statement, better. It's like practicing, and then until you make perfect. You know, you're not gonna be good at something if you start it and don't practice. Yeah.
Do you think you need to have to write much after high school?
Oh yeah, college. Yeah, you don't have to write a lot.
So you see yourself going to college?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you want to study?
I'm interested in either engineering or psychology, because I like the study of the mind and a lot. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.